Hey there, it's Heather Hakes. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing with you it's time to tell a new story, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Before we get started, I want to offer you a free video training on how to reprogram your subconscious mind. If you don't know it yet, your life is a printout from your subconscious programming. If you want to change any area, your finances, your relationships, your health, you got to do the inner work. You can grab that in the link below in the description box and also directly on my website, heatherhakes.com. All right, today is all about telling a new story, and I want to share with you an epiphany, an aha moment that I had very recently, and everything clicked for me. You've likely heard it before that thoughts become things, and or what you focus on expands. And here's the thing, your mind, whatever you're telling it, whatever you're thinking about and speaking about, it gives you whether that's what you want or what you don't want. So here's the thing, whatever you're thinking about and speaking about, you will bring about. Here is what I have found. Most people are talking about and focused on what they don't want. What they don't want. If you keep telling the same old story, the same old suck story, dating sucks, I have no money, life is hard, and then you die, that's going to be your experience. However, you can totally take your power back when you start telling a new story, when you start thinking new thoughts, when you become aware, or the term in the industry is becoming conscious of those unconscious programs. Let me explain this a little bit. Now, I want to give you a high level overview. Your mind, think about it divided into two parts. Your conscious mind, which is the tip of the iceberg, 5% of the picture. Your conscious mind are where you have your hopes, wishes, desires, goals. But remember, that is 5% of the picture. 95% of your mind is the subconscious. It's your programming, your habits, your patterns, your beliefs. And here's what I want you to know. Anywhere, any area of life you feel stuck, it's because you have a conscious desire, let's say money, conscious desire of having abundance and freedom and stability, but your subconscious programming is money is hard to come by, rich people suck, etc. So when you have a disconnect, a misalignment between a conscious desire, something you want, but your reality is not that. That's the internal work. This is where you start telling a new story. So let me explain. I want you to think of life as Alexa. If you have an Alexa, I love my Alexa at home. I use it all the time. What's the weather? Tell me a joke, play certain music. But here's where the epiphany and the aha came from. Very recently, I was like, Alexa, play music. And she starts playing country music. I'm not a big country fan. I go, Alexa, don't play country music. So she stopped the channel, started playing a new station, and it's country music. I said it louder. Alexa, don't play country music. And guess what she did? She changed the station and she played another country music station. And this is where it clicked. Although I was telling her not to do something, just like your mind, whether you're saying, I want to get out of debt, your mind hears debt. If you're saying dating is hard, your mind go, okay, you want more of that? Here you go. That's where it clicked for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, although I'm telling her what I don't want, I keep getting more of it. So I flipped the script. I got clear and I told her what I wanted to hear. And I think in the moment, I was like, Alexa, play 90s pop. And that's exactly what she did. And this is how your world works, your life works. So I want to help you get back in the driver's seat of your life. And here's how I've heard it explained before. You are the author, writer, director, producer, and actor in your own movie. If you don't like the current scene, the current script, every single moment, you have the power to rewrite it. But what happens is most people are living unconsciously in autopilot, going through the motions, same shit, different day. And here's the thing, if you keep thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, taking the same actions, nothing in your life is going to change. What is the definition of insanity? doing the same thing over and over, expecting new results. So here's what I want to give you. This is a tangible tool, a tangible takeaway to help you. Step number 1, create awareness in your life. And step number 2, take your power back. Now, this is something I teach my coaching clients, and it's called the thought cycle. It's a simple 4-step process. Here's what I want you to know. Change truly is simple. It's not necessarily easy at first, but think about anything you did at first. Riding a bike at first, hard. For me, snowboarding at first, hard. When you get a new job, it's hard because it's a lot of unknowns. And then you get your bearings. Then you get foundation, and then you're kicking ass and taking names. So here's what the thought cycle is. It starts with thought. And here's what I want you to know. You have 60 to 70,000 thoughts every single day. It would be impossible to try to monitor all of them. But here's the good news. You have patterns, you have habits of those same kind of thinking, feeling loops. So all you have to do is start becoming aware of the patterns. Oh, I think that thought a lot. Oh, I'm focused on what's not working and I keep getting more of it. So that's the first domino, your thoughts. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Your thoughts create your emotions and feelings. This is something I highly recommend you Google. It's called the Emotional Guidance Scale. Think of it like a ladder. There are rungs on the ladder. The highest emotion, the highest vibe frequency in our universe is love. And then there's steps below that: gratitude, joy, happiness, fulfillment. And then at the very bottom rung is fear. And so there's a spectrum in between. You're either always closer to love or you're closer to fear. And you know, based on your feelings, your emotions and feelings, think of them as a check engine light. When you feel bad, you know it because that leads to the action. So that's the third step: thoughts, emotions, actions. Now, if you are in a habit of constantly distracting, numbing out, overeating, procrastination, inconsistent, now you understand why your results, why your current reality is not where you want it to be. So here's what I offer you to do. Take the thought cycle, that simple 4 steps, reverse engineer. This is about taking inventory, looking at your life. Take the time to reflect. Look at your current results. Where aren't you happy? If you want a free tool for this, I have what's called a life assessment on my website. It guides you through this and gives you instant results. But you got to take an assessment. What are your current financial status? What's your health, mental, physical, your relationships, your happiness, your career, your business? Take inventory of those. Now we backtrack. What actions have you been taking? Are you procrastinating? Do you hit snooze in the morning? Do you have a morning routine? Are you spending time in the evenings reflecting, how did I do today? These are all steps you can take to get back in the driver's seat of your life and start living your life by design rather than by default. And when you're living in autopilot, going through the motions, it means you're living by default. Then when you reverse engineer your actions, you start becoming aware of your emotions. Oh, you know what? I am living in stress and discouragement and overwhelmment and insecurity and doubt and worry. And you can see that if you are stuck, this is about a habitual way of being. Your state of being, what I talk about is your identity is made up of your thoughts and emotions. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions create your state of being. In order to change any result in life, you have to change your state of being. And this is exactly what I coach my clients through. It's about creating version 2.0. Number 1, we get really clear. What do you want in your life? What does that look like? Because I have found out most people don't know. So we create clarity, forward focus, a roadmap. And then I help you to start changing your thoughts, your emotions, and actions. And I want you to know that's totally possible for you. So here's the biggest takeaway I want you to know. You have got to start telling a new story, that whatever you are thinking about and speaking about, you will bring about. So start directing your thoughts and emotions into what you do want. Start focusing on what you do want, no matter your current circumstance. I don't care if you're in debt, you're overweight, you're unhappy, you're lonely. When you shift your thinking into feeling abundant, love, gratitude, joy, you become a magnet for more of that to come into your life. So, if anything, the biggest takeaway is you've got to take that life assessment, figure out where you are so you can get to where you want to go. And most importantly, start telling the story of the life that you actually want to be living. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop. And give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.